Hello again, everybody. Mark Bryant here, coordinator of new media for the Big South Conference. Greetings to all our fans far and wide of the Big South and the Big South Network. Talk about what we've got for you streaming-wise here in the upcoming week, looking at the week of October 15th through 21st. And, in fact, no streaming events on the 15th, so we skip right into the 16th. And let's get right into it with volleyball. Actually, one reminder, if you want to contact me about our web family, our various online sites and services, you can contact me, Mark B. at bigsouth.org. Let's get right into it, as we said, with volleyball. And pardon the extra abbreviations this week. We're trying to squeeze a lot into a little space here, but we've got Charleston Southern at Liberty. That's a 7 o'clock start, and one of 3 7 o'clock starts for Friday the 16th. Gardner-Webb at Coastal Carolina, and UNC Asheville at Winthrop. Asheville, of course, an interesting story as we record this going into this week's games. Asheville 6-0 in Big South play, 6-0 in conference. Winthrop right behind at 5-1. So this Asheville-Winthrop match on Friday night is a big one for for a stake in the conference standings. Asheville already withstood a Liberty challenge before. See if they can do the same with Winthrop. Liberty right behind Winthrop, a half game at 5-2. Coastal Carolina at 4-2. So that's the upper group of the standings: Asheville, Winthrop, Liberty, Coastal, and you see those teams in action Friday night. A great night to have a volleyball pass and be able to use your sport pass to hop from match to match and check on how things are going. Saturday, we've got a couple on Saturday in the afternoon, 2 o'clock starts. Asheville at Coastal, again, that involving teams from that upper group, the ones with 4 or more wins, and then Charleston Southern at High Point. And we've got a couple more. In fact, something interesting here on our next page for volleyball, and that we have 22 events for our streaming this week, but only one involves direct competition against someone out of conference, and that's this volleyball match right here, ETSU, East Tennessee at UNC Asheville. So Asheville's conference record won't be on the line there, but they'll try to keep in top form against ETSU, 7 o'clock on Tuesday the 20th, when we'll also see Liberty at Radford. And although Liberty, of course, as we said, off to a good start at 5-2, Radford not so much. They're struggling at 1-6 at the other end of the standings. We'll see if they can help tighten up that race a little bit, top to bottom, with a victory there. Be interesting to see how that turns out from Radford. So that's the volleyball picture across the conference. Let's turn to women's soccer, where we had 7 volleyball matches for this week. We've got 8 women's soccer games for you, and it all starts Friday afternoon, the 16th. Charleston Southern at UNC Asheville, 4 o'clock. Gardner-Webb at VMI, also at 4 o'clock. And following that, 7 o'clock for Coastal Carolina at Presbyterian College, and Winthrop at Radford. Your top team is the ones with 3 wins so far. Liberty and Radford, each with 3 victories in conference. Liberty also has a tie. Radford has 1 loss. There's a whole bunch of teams behind it, 2 wins, so the standing's still pretty tight. Saturday the 17th, Liberty at High Point. That's a 5 o'clock start for that one. But wait, there's more. We have a trio of contests for you on Sunday the 18th. Gardner-Webb at Radford at 1 o'clock. Coastal Carolina, UNC Asheville at 2. Also at 2 for Charleston Southern at PC. So what about the men and the soccer pitch for the week? Saturday the 17th, we've got a pair there. Radford at Winthrop, 3 o'clock start, and 7:30 for Coastal Carolina at High Point. Our top teams in men's soccer right now, 3 wins for Winthrop and for High Point. So you see the host teams there for Saturday are the ones at the top of the standings at the moment. So we shall see how they fare this weekend. And then Tuesday, Liberty at Gardner-Webb. That's a 7 o'clock start on the 20th. And one more, Wednesday the 21st, VMI at Radford, a 7 o'clock start for them. We're not done. We got a couple more for you. On the football field, a couple big matchups here. Stony Brook at VMI, meeting of a couple of the best running attacks you're going to see in the conference. And hopefully everybody get past some injuries and get into a good game there. Saturday the 17th, Stony Brook at VMI. 1 o'clock coverage start for the pregame and the entrance. You'll get kickoff at about 1:30 for that game. And then a little later on in the afternoon, tell you what, these are 2 football teams that clash every year, don't like each other a whole heck of a lot. Means a lot in the Big South. Coastal Carolina at Liberty, and it's going to be a big one up in Lynchburg at 3:30 right here on the Big South Network. You might want to get your hands on that one. Order that game or the football Sport Pass, or make sure you use your Sport Pass for that one. And while we're on the subject of football this weekend, there is a Big South television broadcast to let you know about. Sports South is going to have the Charleston Southern at Gardner-Webb game, and that's going to kick off at 11:30. Coverage at 11:30, kickoff a few minutes thereafter. Sports South for CSU at Gardner-Webb, and I'll have the privilege of giving you the play-by-play for that game with Brian Jordan, multi-sport star. Again, that is Sports South, 11:30 Saturday, so check that one out as well. And when it's done, then you can roll right into our other coverage on the Big South Network. Cross country, throwing that in there as well from Winthrop A6 Invitational. That starts at 8 a.m. on Saturday the 17th, so we've got just about everything for you here on the Big South Network. And as I said, remind you, you can order them by the game, by the event. You can order by the sport. Get your sport pass and get everything in that event, including the conference tournament for a given sport. By the season, so if you want all the fall sports, you say, you know what, I want men's and women's soccer, and I don't mind getting the football too. That's in that package. Or by the year, the annual pass includes all 600 plus events for a great price, and it gets you just over the cost of one event monthly. Gets you the whole deal for a year, and you don't have to worry about it. You're subscribed to everything. Remind you about our affiliated sites and services. We're out there on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook. Follow us, friend us, subscribe to us. Get out there. The Big South is there for you. The Big South Shout blog on Blogger, all that good stuff. But let's say you want to contact us about something else. If you've got a technical support issue with streaming, remind you, you can call 877-967-3267 or email fansupport@jumptv.com. Be sure to flag it for technical support or for billing if it's a billing issue. That'll help expedite it getting taken care of. But by all means, let us know through one of those avenues if you're having a problem with your account or with your video stream. And that takes us through the week ahead, and it's a big week. This has been a big week as we just put Basketball Media Day behind us. That's right, we are getting ready for basketball season right now, and that'll be the next thing you're going to see come up. Subscriptions for men's and women's basketball and the winter sports. So Big South Network, always on the move, always something going on. And it's all part of the Big South developing leaders through athletics. And we'll remind you of that right now.
Big South Conference, developing leaders through athletics.
My definition of a leader would be someone who sets an example on and off the field or court, is always working hard, is someone you respect.
A leader is a person of character and integrity that other people look to in times of stress or just everyday needs to help them through something that they're struggling with.
Being a Big South athlete has developed my leadership skills in so many ways. I've had the opportunity to come to several leadership conferences. Also, just being on a team with so many diverse players from different backgrounds and cultures, I feel like it's going to prepare me for my next step in dealing with others in the workforce and in the future.
My definition of a leader would be someone who is very passionate about what they're doing and can bring out that passion in those who they work with.
Some things I hope to learn from the leadership conference this weekend is being able to take other people's attributes and what they know about their teams and placing them with my own ideas and bringing it back to my school.
Big South Conference, developing leaders through